Oh.
Hello and welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. Today we're going to obviously be looking at the new Guild Wars 2 patch that came out today, or I guess yesterday if you're watching it, on the 5th. But right before we dive into the action, I'd just like to give a big thanks out to the few subscribers we've been gaining. Like we're at 4 or something now, which is a whole lot more than 0. And I'd just like to thank you guys for the support you've been giving, and it means a lot knowing that people are watching it. It makes it a lot more interesting to have an audience, and I'm very grateful for it. So we're going to jump in, and there's 3 boss fights to start this event. They're all identical with different colors. The first one we're going to look at is the blue. They're kind of a harpy-looking thing. She's the blue one, and she's kind of in the center area near where the broken Lion statue is in Lion's Arc. For anyone who doesn't know, the patch is actually about taking back Lion's Arc from Scarlet, obviously. This is our counter-attack to what's been going on. And I'll give you a bit of a mechanic breakdown of this guy in a second. The 3 first bosses all have the same mechanics. It's these like little puddles here. You can see the blue one is associated with the blue boss. You just stand in it and you get a buff that reduces damage you take from the boss and also increases damage you do to the boss. I unfortunately am gonna die here, so we'll just skip to the next boss in a second here, and we'll get you a bit of a sight on what those guys look like as well, which, once again, they're very much the same boss fight for the first 3. The bosses happen a lot like they did in the Triple Trouble event, where you need to kill all the other ones within a time limit of killing the first one. It's a much bigger and easier time limit, considering this is just the start to a much longer event. So set aside some time if you're going to try this, but it's pretty fun to do. So we killed this guy down. He had those green orbs, green bubbles this time. I loot this one, and look at the amount of boxes I get there. I get like 6 of the champion scale boxes from one mob, which is crazy. Now we're on the red guy here. He has the red bubbles, obviously, that we're standing in right now. And it has a lot of the same attacks. They kind of have this one attack that pulls everyone in, and they have this one attack that knocks you down if you're close. Apart from that, it's a spank and tank, and just make sure you get in the bubbles to get your buff to do damage. And the bubbles and all that, or puddles, I guess, they get used in the next fight that come after this, so it's good to get used to it. So we're going to loot this. Once again, got another 6 of those crazy boxes, which is amazing. And we're just going to follow the group. I didn't even realize there was a second part to this. I thought that was just the main event. But we follow everyone up into the big airship, and we start the major boss fight, which is done in 3 phases. So for the first phase, we have the puddles, and we also have these beams we need to avoid. And if you're wondering, what do these beams do, Chris? Well, see this guy in the beam there? Boom. It's not good for you. So apart from the beams, the first phase consists of mostly just getting stacks of all 3 of these colored puddle buffs. If you have all 3 of them, you're in the optimum DPS position. You can do as much damage as possible, and you don't take any damage from doing DPS. However, if you have, just one color, you'll do less and take a bit of damage. So this is the first ad phase, and you have the 3 different colored big ads, which you have to take down by going into the puddle and attacking. The blue one takes less damage. That's its main thing. It takes a long time to kill. The green one, you have the green puddle, obviously. All the puddles work the same as all the puddles have been working so far. But he'll put a dot on you, and it happens to me in a second, so just watch the screen. And it radiates damage around you, so you need to get out of the group. Which is a very interesting mechanic, very WoW-like. And, well, I mean, other games obviously use it too. So the red guy here is very high damage to very high outgoing damage, and he has the fireballs, and he also has the big stomp that the Molten Alliance is very often associated with. So we take him down last, but we do kill him. And we move into the next ad phase, which is 6 ads of each color. You have to be wearing the right buff to kill the right colored ad, which is a bit tricky because it's kind of a big, confusing blob of people running by you, but you can sort it out. The final phase is almost the same as the first phase, except he gets these 20 stacks of buffs, which accounts 1 stack per every ad he summons, and you have to kill all 20 of the ads, or else he'll unleash a devastating attack on everyone. Now, if you have some ads up, I think it's just less devastating, and like you survive. It's not like, you know, you need all 20 to survive it. We managed to do it fine, and I'm sure we didn't kill all of them the very first time. But you do that, you have the ads, and you also have the same beams as the first phase, and the puddles of color to go through. So we take him down. So that's this is the major fight there. This fight took 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, plus the first part, which is another 15 minutes. We just sort of attack. But there's a big chest here to loot, which gives us the common Guild Wars to loot a bunch of greens. Not super surprising. But look at that, 6 greens. Any of them could have been a legendary, or a precursor. But no, 6 greens. Good. But the rewards are to come. There's a lot more rewards once you go inside the actual airship right through here, and I managed to have a party for this, which probably made it a bit easier. However, I also assume it would scale depending on if you were by yourself. And once we finally load inside, we walk over to Scarlet, and we get to see, well, a bunch of cutscenes. I don't have the audio on for any of the cutscenes, which might piss some of you off. But you know, you should probably play it yourself and listen to the cutscene. Not that I did that on purpose; it was a afterthought. But you can hear me talk through this, which is just as fun, right? Kind of looks like she's wearing reindeer antlers there, doesn't it? Like almost like a Christmassy hat. I mean, maybe a bit of a serious situation that I'm saying that in, but whatever. These guys all want to kill her. But she's revealing to us that there is a bigger plot to what we see going on. There is she was doing this for some reason, which there's another cutscene that comes at the end of this, and we get to get a bit of a glimpse of what might come in the next patch. Anyways, the final little battle thing is you have to go and stomp Scarlet, which I didn't really realize. I thought you had to kill her, but you actually have to walk up there and stomp her, as this guy's about to do. She does with the Daliak finisher. So we kill her, and we get we've gotten a lot of achievements. I forgot to mention that throughout this. I've already gotten 15 achievements up to this point. I think I get 21 or 2 in total. We get a helmet skin for doing this, which is nice. I'll just preview it. This is what she looks like. It's not bad, eh? It's pretty good. I mean, it's nice to get that. Here's the real reward for all of this. I didn't expect Guild Wars 2 to do this at all. But I mean, it got me. It woke me right up. I was just, you know, playing the game. What? Right. And back to playing the game. Here's the the final cutscene that would be beautiful with music. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. But we do get to see a little glimpse into what might be the next living story. Scarlet's dead. the drill hits whatever it was trying to hit and appears to unlock some sort of energy that cuts through the entire Earth. It obviously is going to alter everything. My assumption is that it's some sort of elder dragon. I mean, we had someone on the channel leave a comment guessing that. Well, he also guessed that Scarlet was secretly on the good side, which we don't know. She was saying there was some sort of hidden agenda, but we'll find out. At any rate, here are the final rewards we get, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like it. If you have a comment, leave one. And finally, if you wish to see more, subscribe. See how many arrows there are around that? That's what I want you to do. Follow the arrows. Touch it.